Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're ready for another YouTube video from your old buddy, Thaumcraft73. We're back here playing one man, one mod, trying to learn everything that we can about thermal expansion. Now, some of you pointed out in the comments that I said learning everything about Thaumcraft, and it'll be a couple episodes. I mean, you run off 29 whatever episodes in a row. Man, you say the same thing, Thaumcraft, and then you've got another TH mod, thermal expansion. So yeah, I'll probably mess it up a couple more times. I'm gonna try my best. But anyway, we have work to do today. We have a couple things that I want to take care of, and I've got to look to see. I think I'm gonna be all right with my amount of copper that I have. You can go there, put this over here, put all this stuff over here like so. I do have a little bit of lead. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that in there. We might need that here in a minute. And there's a little bit of gold and some iron. Yay, we're doing pretty good. Okay, so what we want to do today is we have this fancy drill. I mean, it's not great. It doesn't do obsidian, as we found out, but I want to have like some onboard power, right? I want to have power that I can carry with me at all times and keep this thing charged up. So I mean, it holds 120,000 RF. There are these things called capacitor banks, and we talked about these briefly. Like for instance, this guy holds 1,000,000 RF. This guy right here. So the basic flux capacitor bank. So what that will do essentially is it will give us 120,000 plus 1,000,000 RF that we could go mining with, which means we can mine for a lot longer. We can also look at possibly upgrading this guy to the hardened version. Holds 4,000,000 RF, and then it goes up through the different levels, right? The reinforced version holds 9,000,000. We need some fancy glass to make that happen, and we need some other fancy stuff that we're not quite ready to get into yet. But now, we talked about the issue with making this capacitor was this piece of sulfur, and I even went in here to JEI and kind of looked through it. I'm like, oh, okay, 15%. We have all these different things. But what I didn't do is click through, and right here, coal gives us a 15% chance for sulfur, and literally we need one piece. I want to thank Merlin, one of my subscribers, who was like, hey man, coal. Put coal in there, crazy guy, and you're going to be happy forever. Let's see if we get lucky here and do one. We'll get a couple more. We shouldn't need any more than like 4 or 5. Okay, nothing there. Let's see how many we get. We don't want to waste coal because we need it for our deal over there. But 5 should hopefully at least give us 1. That would be amazing. Maybe not. We'll see. Let's get some more out of here. Yep, none yet. But we'll get some. So we just got to keep pulverizing this coal. Now, we can use pulverized coal, so it's not like we're definitely not wasting it. So we take a look here. We can use it to make gunpowder. In the induction smelter, we can use to make steel. In the magma crucible, we can make liquefacted coal. So it's not like we're wasting this stuff. We just don't really need it right now. We certainly need coal more than anything else. But we also need some sulfur. I mean, the difference is going to the nether and getting netherrack and pulverizing it for sulfur is, man, you can rake in stacks on stacks of netherrack at in no time. So we're gonna have to sort of waste some of this coal that we have. We just have to make sure we get more. There's actually some across the way there. We just have to wait until we get at least one piece of sulfur. Come on, random number generator. I will take a drink out of my cup. Some of you guys thought I was drinking out of a bucket, man. It is a big old cup, but it's not a bucket. It's just one of those Yeti stainless steel not a tumbler. It's the big one, like the 30-ounce one. I fill it up mostly with ice and throw some water in there. Oh, that's so good. Because it's hot where I'm recording, if I don't say that like every video. Come on, game. Hook me up. 15% chance. You gotta give me one. Just one piece of sulfur, and then we can make this crazy thing. And we'll try to upgrade it at least to the hardened version, because that's a lot of power that's going to give us. We just need one piece. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I mean, I guess if this doesn't work, I mean, because this is literally all the coal that we have, I think. Yeah, I mean, we could always go find some more. But I want to be a little careful because I need coal for power. So we've already ground up a bunch of it. I mean, this guy's okay. He's not great. I mean, we're draining power right now, for sure. Because so essentially we're using the item that we need for power. and using power to waste it, at least for the time being. But that's okay. We have got some other plans today that we need to work through. Hope you guys are having a good day. If you're in the U.S., it's July 4th. I don't know if you're going to go see some Independence Day. I don't know if you're going to go see some fireworks tonight, or maybe oh, there we go. Okay, yes. Or you're going to be launching your own fireworks. Just remember to be careful. Don't be acting a fool with that crazy stuff. Now we'll put all that in there, and that will hopefully get us sort of where we need to. Okay, so if we're going to make this thing, we just need lead. Oh, super easy to make. That was the hardest piece. So we need this. We need lead. We need some copper, I think. There's some more lead here. Let's go over to this guy and see if we can just make it. There we go. Bang. All right. Now we need to do the upgraded version. We need some Invar and a piece of tin, which we actually have Invar. We made that last episode. Grab that piece of silver out of there. Put that in there. And we have a couple pieces of Invar, and we've got some tin. All right. So now we can take this guy, and we can upgrade him to this level, right? To the hardened version. So now, bang. Just like that, we've got a flux capacitor. We can put this guy in here. Now, this is going to take forever to fill up. No question. So, I mean, it's probably going to burn every drop of coal that we have. This thing's going to be working, and it's going to take a long, long time at our current power levels. But that's okay, because having this with a lot of power behind it is probably better, actually, than anything else that we could do. Yeah, I mean, it's going to take a while, and we'll just let it run. I'm not too super worried about it. Now, of course, that's not the only thing we're going to work today. The next thing we need to work towards, and it's kind of like a toss-up, but power, I think, is the big issue, normally, right? So power is the big problem. So there's some of these machines, and they're called an arboreal extractor. And what these things do is you hook them up to a tree, you place them beside a tree, they don't take power, and they extract resin from the tree. And then you can take that resin and further process it, and you can make sap, I think. Well, we'll go through the process. And then you can use that as a fuel source in some very specific dynamos. So we're going to make a couple of these today. 10. I would like to make 8. But I don't know if I can actually make 8. So we're going to obviously need copper. We're going to need tin. What else do we need? We're going to need some iron. There we go. We're going to need some planks and some redstone and some iron. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little worried. I don't have any tin laying around in here, do I? No. Okay. I mean, we can always go get some more if we need to. But let's at least make, maybe we'll just try to make, let's see how many we can make. How about we do that? So, first thing we need is some iron gears. And we can use these. We can go, there's one. We actually need, if we're going to try to make, let's try to make 4. Can we make 4? 1. So we need 8 of these. So 7, like that. Okay? Alright. And then we need, redstone. Grab that out of there. Okay, and then we need 4 of these. Oops, let's do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those guys. Okay, and then we need some device frames. So we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, and I think we're gonna be in trouble right now. Maybe not. Maybe not. We need some glass. Okay, do I have any glass laying around here? No glass there. Any glass in here? No. Any glass in here? No. Alright, so we gotta go find some sand. So let's go get that done. Those villagers are driving me up the wall, honking and yelling all around all the time. Crazy guys. Okay. What is it out like outside? Daytime. Okay. So we just need to find some sand. We should be able to find some, like right over there. I see some. We'll go over there and use our fancy tool. We'll hit V to turn it into 3x3, and we'll just go over here and wreck shop and take care of some business and get a bunch of sand. We're going to have to go on a journey here before too much longer, I think. There's 9. There's 9 more. There's some more. And we're going to have to do some exploration, which is what we normally do. But remember, we've got that biome compass mod in the pack. Teddy made sure it was in there for us, so we shouldn't have any trouble. Hello, cow. I'm not going to mess with you. Okay. Oh, there's actually more sand right there. How much do we end up getting? Oh, it's in... I always think... that's plenty. Okay, perfect. All right. So if we need some more, we can grab some right there. We're definitely going to have to go on a little bit of a journey here and see if we can't find some power. I'm still trying to think about what type of base I want to build. I mean, we're in this biome, this frozen biome, so we have a couple options. Yeah, I mean, I think we have a couple ideas that maybe we could do. And we'll just throw all this in the redstone furnace, and it's going to grind through and give us sand, or give us glass. Now, the problem is, when we're doing that, this thing's probably going to slow down a little bit. Yeah, I mean, we're still doing okay. And even if we don't get it filled up, we're alright. So it's pulling as much power as this poor little thing can make at the moment. Now, we could make another one of these steam dynamos, but we're going to try to limp along for as long as we can. You know, if you make too many of these, I mean, we're probably going to have to reuse them anyway. So, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have more than one. But for now, we're okay. I mean, we definitely have all the water we need. Let's take a look here. Steam dynamo. Can we make a second one of these pretty easily? How much copper do we have? Oh, I think we have just enough. That's silver. Yeah, we can make another one of these. So let's grab. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. We see a piece of silver. Alright, so let's go over here, and we'll see if we can't throw another one of these. Even though I don't really have coal to run it, but that's beside the point. Don't you worry about that. Alright, and then we need a redstone transmission coil. Remember these coils we talked about yesterday, there's different like flavors of them. Alright, so here's another steam dynamo. And what we'll do is we'll take this guy, and we'll set him right here against this wall. And we'll get our crescent hammer out, just like we did before, and we'll turn him to face that way. Okay. And then we need our fluid ducts. Remember, these crazy guys that allow us to transport fluids. And we can put this guy right here. And it'll connect automatically. And it should feed this guy with water. Yep, perfect. Alright, how's this glass coming along? Working pretty good. Let's go find, while it's still daylight, let's go grab up some coal real quick. And we'll see if we can't at least get enough to power this second steam dynamo. I mean, that's going to definitely increase the amount of power we can produce. Which is, oh man, it's snowing outside. It's crazy. If we go over here, it should stop. So, I mean, I think that's going to be okay. We'll have 2 of those guys, and even though we really don't need 2 of them, I think we could probably make it without it. What we're going to do is we're going to reuse those guys down the road, because this other power system that we're going to start working towards, and we're not going to get all the way there today. Look over here. Okay, there we go. Get some coal out of here. Using our fancy drill. Yeah. Okay. We'll get these guys picked up. Perfect. How much coal was that? I don't even know. It's in my thing. Let's see if we can't find some more. I think there's some right across the way here that we saw, and we said, hey, if we ever need coal, we'll come back over here and get it. It's just like right... I want to say it's right over there, or maybe we already got it. I don't know. I may have been trying to think ahead and grab as much coal as I possibly could. There's some copper down here, which we will snatch up for sure. Let's break one of these out. We'll jump out this way. Okay, let's see. Is there any coal? There's some coal here. Is this going to open up into a bigger vein? Maybe. We got kind of ripped off in that deal. There's some more copper. We might as well just grab it while we're over here. Our drill is going to run out of power really soon. We're not going to have very many more opportunities to keep snatching up materials, but we're going to get as much as we can. Oh my goodness. There's copper for days. Okay, good. Now, of course, we've created some like artificial caves for mobs to spawn in. Alright, is there any more surface coal? Right here is some. How much power does this guy have? Not a whole lot, but it might be enough to grab this stuff up. There's some more right over there, too. So let's get all of this. Did you cook anything good today for Independence Day? Or if you're not from the U.S., did you cook anything good anyway for, Wednesday? It is currently, I don't know, it's coming up on 1:15 a.m. or 1, something like that. I don't know exactly what time it is. It's somewhere around there. Okay, let's head back. I bet we have close to a stack of coal. 61. Good enough. Good enough. And that's going to double our output. If we see any more on our way over here, we should maybe just stop and grab any of this copper that we can get. Is always a good thing, I think. Doesn't like to do it underwater. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay. Plus it's nighttime, so we need to go back over here and sleep through the night before we have to deal with all these crazy mobs. The downside to playing in this frozen biome are, what are those things called? The husks? Is it the no, the strays. The strays that show up at nighttime. Those crazy, like, skeletons that shoot. Oh, there's some coal right there. We're good. We're good. Let's not get too greedy. Because soon, we won't need any more coal. Oh, right there's those things are. Ooh, run. I still don't have any, I still don't have any iron, and now we're slowed. That's the other downside of those crazy guys. There's another one over there. Let's just keep rolling. 20 seconds of slowness left. Yeah, not good. That's okay. We'll get down in our little hole here in a minute. We'll sleep this night away, and we'll be good to go. All right, let's go in here. Open the door. Shut the door. Sleep. Oh, dang it. Monsters nearby. Okay, well, whatever. We're going to be down here working, so it's not too big of a deal. We're definitely going to have to handle that before it gets to be. Okay, so now we can take some of our coal. Let's get it out of here. Get like this, and we can put half of it in here, and this thing will start going to town, and then... Oh, we're doing pretty good over there. Let's do like that and that. Okay. So this guy is now going to be producing power, and that means this thing's going to be filled much faster. Yeah. Okay. There is our glass. Okay. So we're trying to make arboreal extractors. That's what we want to make. So we need some of these device frames, and we can make 4. Okay. And then we just need some planks of some sort. Oh man, please tell me we have wood. We do not. We're going to have to try to sleep through the night. I wonder if these mobs have despawned. I have to go chop a tree down to get enough planks. It says oak, but I don't really think we absolutely need oak. Let's see, can I sleep? Yes. Okay, good. I guess we'll have to find out what we need. Let's go over here. Do I have my axe? Yeah, just have this raggedy axe. We'll fight a mob or two. Yeah, here comes that creeper. He's also... Oh, hello. Please be quiet, phone. Oh, good lord. Oh, wait. I can't see. My phone's going off. I tried to turn it off. Okay, that guy's quiet now. Get yourself dead. Okay. Let's get this tree chopped down. I was recording Minecraft Hardcore Challenge with my friend ZloYxp, and he was making fun of me for my phone going off. I'm hoping that we can use this kind of wood for these guys. I think it's just planks of any type. Okay, perfect. You gotta love quick leaf decay for sure. Let's go grab up some of these. Okay, so let me go back down in here. I'm hoping I can use these type of planks for this thing. You know, I should sort of remember to turn off this auto collection mode, because sometimes I don't need them to be collected. Let's grab this out of here while we're going down the stairs. Okay. And we'll get, let's just, oh, we're going to need, like however many that is, 16 maybe? That's more than we need, but, okay, can we make these guys now? We need copper ingots. Well, we happen to have tons of copper. Let's take this and throw it in here. How many copper ingots? We're going to need 4. So we have all the pieces part. Yeah, we can use any planks for that, which is awesome. So we just need to get some of this stuff done. Have that, pulverize that, smelt, put it in there. And then we can make these arboreal extractors. Now, the other thing we want to start looking at... When did I... Oh, yeah. Cancel J. Here. And we'll turn this off. Okay. Now, the other thing we need is, we're going to need is a tank. Some sort of tank. So we can make a basic tank. It's just a little bit of iron, a little bit of redstone, nothing too major, some glass, and some copper. So it's a good thing we're doing that. And then we can upgrade these guys, I think. Tank. Is that the only tank you can do? Oh, okay. So it holds 20 buckets of stuff, which is pretty good. Now, I'm going to show you how we can upgrade that tank if we have enough time. If not, we'll come back tomorrow and get it done. Okay, so arboreal extractors, we should be able to make 4 of those, and we can, okay? We also have some fluid ducts, which is good. And now the other thing that we're going to need is, are we completely out of iron as far as processed iron? Yes. Okay, so let's take this out, let's put this in, put these guys back over here, because we're going to need to make, we also might need some fluid, some more fluid ducts. We can use copper for those. So if we want to make some fluid ducts like so, we can. Now we have plenty. Alright, and then let's make this tank. Gotta make one of these. We need a piece of iron. There we go. So we can make this and this and this. Alright, one of those. And then we should be able to make the tank. Yes. Okay. So let's go up top side. We'll let that run. Why not? And we can let our drill kind of fill up if we want to. We want to make sure we come back to that before the end of this episode. And even if it's not full, what I'll do is I'll put it in there, and then it'll be full, hopefully, by next time, if we have enough coal. We may not even have enough. Okay, so here's this big old spruce tree that I grew. Now, one thing about these arboreal extractors that's very important to know is you can't, like, fake it. So you can't, like, just put blocks like wood. You can't go chop down a tree. Like, I couldn't take these guys, put them down on the ground in, like, a 2x2 pattern, and they won't work, right? It has to be a naturally grown tree. Now, it can be grown from saplings, and you can bone meal the tree if you want to, but it has to be naturally grown. There's different trees that give you different amounts of resin. Spruce is a good one, mainly because you can have 8 of these arboreal extractors on this guy. I can't remember of the vanilla trees. I almost want to say it's birch. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. If you're going to use arboreal extractors, though, you might as well get yourself a 2x2 tree. Now, when you place these things, you have to be standing with your back against the tree, and we place them like this, okay? All right? So all these things do, and they just run, right? So all they do, you can see they're starting to collect resin. And you can put 2 on each side. And the reason why we put them on there like that, so we don't have to do like any of this crazy stuff, right? It's just the way it works. All right, and then we have these outputs at the top. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run these guys across here like this and connect them right here. And right here in this corner, we're going to lay down, actually, let's put it on top. Put it on top like that, okay? All right, and then we want to make sure that we put auto output enabled for all of these. Auto output enabled, and this actually could be turned off. Yeah, okay, you could be turned off. And this needs to be orange, and this needs to be orange as well, okay? We want to make sure these are all turned. Actually, so we shift this guy. All we really care about is this. Remember, if you shift click in the center of these blocks, it turns off all the outputs, and then you can configure it however you want to. So this has got to be like this. Oops, nope. And this guy needs to be like that. Okay? And we should see auto output enabled. Did I turn those off? I might have turned these off. Yeah, turn that on and that on. Okay, and now we're going to have resin showing up in this tank. Okay, so the resin's going to come out of this guy, these guys, and they're going to flow through these tanks. Okay, are you working? Are you? Yeah. You can see resin getting in there. So it's kind of a slow process, and that's why you're going to need at least, you want to have a full set of these. And we could probably get close to making them. We'll make them as we need them. But we need to get the power system set up first. So the first thing we're going to do, and that's really one of the things I wanted to take care of today, is at least get these arboreal extractors done. Now the next machine that we need to process these guys into the next tier is, we'll just let that run. Just let it go. Not a big deal. Oh, by the way, if you're curious, there's going to be an update to the pack coming in a couple days. And we're going to add a chunk loader to that. So that's going to be nice. We're going to have a chunk loader. So we can actually load this stuff. So if we're out roaming around. And, you know, I don't play on a server. So I'm playing single player. But if I'm out exploring or whatever, or if I'm out of range of that thing, we want to have a chunk loader over there just in case, to make sure that it works the way we want to. Okay, let's see how this is doing. We're almost at 1 million. That's pretty good. Alright, so the next thing we need, so now we have resin being produced, and we need to take that resin. So this is what we've got, right? We want to take the resin, and we want to run it through a refractionating still. So we take resin and power into the fractionating still. We get rosin, which, by the way, can be used as a fuel source in the steam dynamo, which is kind of cool, right? But we also get tree oil. And tree oil can go into a thing called a compression dynamo, and it can make power. So 1 bucket of tree oil gives us 400,000 RF. I mean, that's pretty huge, right? So 1 bucket. And the cool thing about it, it's passive. It just works. And those trees, like, never go bad. They keep producing resin for as long as they're built, unless something happens to them. The other thing you can do, if you want to, is you could chop down some of the leaves on those trees, and they'll still work. But I wouldn't go too crazy. You need to have some of the leaves there for sure. You can't just get rid of them all. Okay, so let's take a look at this refractionating oh, it's just a fractionating still. My bad. Okay, so we need nickel. We need constantan to make this thing. And that is, constantan is made from constantan blend, which we already know. It's copper and nickel together, right? So not that big of a deal. How much of this stuff do we need? We need... This is redstone reception coil. That's not a problem. That's glass. Machine frame. That's not a problem. It's just some tin. And this is a nickel gear. So we definitely need some nickel. Let's see how we're doing for nickel. Yeah, we certainly don't have near enough. So we're going to have to deal with that sooner or later. We've got 3 there, and we've got 4 there. So that'll enable us to make, no. How many? How many? Can we make just 1? Okay. No, not the fluid transfuser. We want this. Okay, so we need 8 pieces of constantan, and that means 1 of those gives us 1. So this is going to be 2. Okay, so we're going to need 2. So 4 pieces of nickel, right, to give us 8 constantan. Okay, and then we're also going to need... So I don't think we have enough. Let's see. We need 8. We have 4 and 3. So we don't have enough. We need 1 more piece of nickel. So we will get that in, I don't know, maybe between the episodes. I'll try to do a little bit of mining and see if I can't get the resources. We want to make sure that we have plenty. It's something we have to sort of keep tabs on. I'm also going to process all of this ore. Get this copper processed up as well, just so we make sure we get that squared away. We may get some nickel outputs. That'd be kind of cool. But anyway, the last thing I want to show you before we're done. So we've learned how to make tree resin, arboreal extractor. Awesome. Okay, so if we look at this thing, flux capacitor hardened, stores redstone flux, can recharge equipment and items, and just like the other tools, we have the V key. Alright, so this is charging things in our inventory, charging all items, charging equipment, charging inventory. Right now, the only thing that we have is this guy. And then we just right click, right? And we can see that this guy is now completely full, and we've used a little bit of power. So now as we use our drill, like for instance if we go out here, like so. Okay, we'll just go out here. Is it nighttime? Can we sleep through the night? We can. And we run over to where that coal deposit was that we saw earlier. Let's run over there real quick, just across the way, and we'll end the episode over here so we don't have to worry about running back. This thing is going to work slowly but surely, right? Starting to get some in there, for sure. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Who knocked me in the lava? You dang guy. Well, you know, we're not going to go over here and use this thing, because now I got to deal with this mess. I got to get my body back. I didn't really want to mess with that lava. Dang it. Oh, man. I need to fix that. I should have fixed that a while ago. I don't know if that's going to be enough gravel. Let's see. Can I pulverize this and make myself something good? Sand and gravel. Okay. Let's see if this is enough. Oh, man, it gets on my nerves so bad. I mean, the good thing is everything will teleport right back to our inventory. That was probably some dang zombie. We just need to sort of get in here and be able to get what we need. Can I get right on the side of that? How are we going to do this? I guess I can go stand on it. And we can go... And then if I go like right here. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Super sketchy. Yeah. So if you're playing along, man, if you gotta fix that mess. I do want to show you this. Whatever. If we go a little bit past the 30-minute mark, it's not the end of the world. I'm just gonna run over here real quick, and we're going to go to this coal deposit. By the way, there's a cave right here that I need to do some exploring in, I think. Maybe find some good stuff. Here, we can go over here, maybe. Okay, this is a good way. So right now, this thing is clear full. 120 RF, so we do a little bit of mining. Alright? And it's still going to be at 120 RF, because it's using the battery pack that we have, this guy, to fill it up again, which is amazing. That's awesome. That's exactly how we want this thing to work. There's tons of resources down in this little cave. We need to spend some time here, that's for sure. Maybe we can find some lead, and we can make that other deal that we need. Yeah. Okay. I'll go sneak it around in here between the episodes. We just used all of our torches. Actually, we have one left. Let's just put it down right here. See if there's anything good. Yeah, we could do some exploring around in here, gather up a bunch of resources. I love that. Okay, so, I mean, it's a good episode. I mean, we learned some good stuff. We learned how to make tree resin. We learned how to make a capacitor that we can charge our tools with so we can mine for a lot longer if we want to. We don't have to worry about having any problems. And we also learned that we didn't have the resources to make the fractionating still. But we'll make that. Man, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Until next time, please remember to be cool. Don't be a fool. And from my one man, one mod series, where we're learning everything that we can about thermal expansion, I guess we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.